everyone, it's Cassie here. Welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video. Today we're going to be making an easy A7 card. So we're going to be playing with the Happily Ever After stamps and dies. Love that there are dies for each of the words. And then we also have that Slimline Floral Twinkle die. It's gorgeous. And I'm actually going to turn this into an A7 using the Modern Embossed A7 layers. So we have some mirror card, that's the Tonic Rose Platinum, and I am going to die cut the Slimline Floral Twinkle right out of that, and it came out great, so I'll just poke out the rest of those pieces using my pickup stick. And then I just have a piece of cardstock that I've cut down to 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I am going to go ahead and glue this Slimline Floral Twinkle die cut down to that. I'm going to put some of that glue onto my glass mat and use my finger to just rub that all over that background. The reason for that is because I'm going to end up die cutting this even further, and I just want to make sure that those more intricate pieces are down. So we'll go ahead and glue that down. See how beautifully it works for Slimline, but it also works for any other card, which is awesome. I love that. These Slimline dies give you lots of versatility. So I'm going to take the biggest die from that Modern Embossed A7, and I'm going to just kind of put this on top there, tack that down with a little bit of heavy tape, and then run that through my die cutting machine. So I love that something like this will give you lots of versatility. Now I'm going to put some Express It cardstock into my MISTI and pull out the Happily Ever After image along with one of the sentiments, and then we're just going to ink that up with some Blackout ink because I do plan to do a tiny bit of Copic coloring. This is such a simple image, so elegant but so simple, and very easy to color. You don't have to, because it's not super detailed, it gives you a little bit of room, to play around there. So I'll stamp that a couple times, and then I'm going to pull this out, and like I said, we'll do our simple coloring. I don't put the colors up on the screen. I just was kind of I grabbed some pinks. I believe those are the RVs. And I grabbed a darker one just to add some little pops of color for the flowers that she's holding, along with the flowers in her hair, and also his tie. And then I'm going to bring in some warm colors because the rose platinum, color is a warm color. I figured a warm colored tuxedo would be a good pick. So I put down my W3, and then I bring in the I think it's actually W6. And then I'm going to blend that out just a little bit, just soften those edges a tiny bit. But see how easy it was to kind of put down that color and blend that out just a little bit? You don't have to worry about a lot of detail, which is, I think, one of the reasons I like this. Sometimes, especially for occasions, I'll forget that I need a card and then I need something quickly, so something like this will work great. I use the W1 on her dress, and then I'm using the darker W's on their hair and his shoes, and now I can pull in the matching die and tack that down. And what's amazing is for the Happily Ever After, it's a die cut for each of those words. So I will have to run this through a couple times because the Happily Ever After doesn't fit on there the whole way. But I love this because it gives you versatility for how you can put your sentiment down as well. So I'll run this through my die cutting machine, and then I'll have all of those pieces all die cut out. And then we can think about how we're going to assemble this card. I thought I was going to do it this way, which I think looks fine. But I ended up changing it. And I'm going to use just liquid glue to adhere this down. This is going to end up being a top folding A7 card. So you could use foam tape on that, but I'm just gluing it down. And then look at what I was talking about earlier with that Happily Ever After. So it doesn't have to be put down the way that it would stamp. So in this case, I'm able to put the ever and after right next to each other underneath happily. So that gives you a little bit of versatility. I do have some really pretty baubles out, but I'm not going to end up using those. And before I even think about embellishments, I'm going to attach my panel down to my 5x7 card base. And then I am going to grab out one more sentiment from our set and stamp that on the inside. That just says, for the happy couple. And I didn't get it on there very straight, so we're going to try again. Ink that up with that Blackout ink. and then just stamp that down inside. And then I picked up some clear crystals. I just thought that would be so good. Put that in my tidy tray and my pickup stick to tack all those down. I didn't go too crazy with embellishment, just a few there. And then once we get those all down, that's going to finish off our card for you today. A very quick, easy card. Love it. So I hope you like it. If you did, please hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And be sure to head to Trinity Stamps blog, Facebook page, and Instagram for more crafty inspiration. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day.